Hey, it's Steve. I'm here at Namm 2025 with Namm House in Sweetwater. If you want to check out our giveaway, we're giving away a Squire Classic 5 Jaguar. Link down below. Enjoy the rest of this video. Double filming. All right, you know what? I didn't think about doing this when I started this video. I'm doing booth reviews just on like aesthetics and other things. I just dinged Walrus because their booth looks like 2016. But I'm gonna review a person. This is Brian B's Music Shop. Dude, your hair on point. I love this lime green on this shirt.
It's the only one because I'm in charge, so I made my. I'll take one different. I'll take one different. I'm holding my own microphone. I'll send you this later. This is what happened to us in our lives. We ended up here.
Yeah. This is the matching shoes with the pants. I actually have brown pants I wore yesterday. Yeah. Brown is like a very good color for pants.
Shirt. Someone told me that at the show, they go, "That's the shirt I always see Steve on 60 Cycle wear." And I go, "Well, this is my shirt. You're more famous for wearing my shirt than me now." That's all I gotta say.
I almost wore all B's Music stuff, and I was like, it would be really confusing if I was just rolling through Namm and like.
That's Mark from Summer School's job. He's always doing that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. All right, so here's the thing: strong pants game, strong shirt game, strong hair game. I thought the maximum score was 60 out of 60 cycles hum for aesthetic. I'm gonna give you a 61, dude. How do you feel about that?
I feel incredible. I'm the luckiest boy on earth.
Awesome. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm here with Sunfire TV. You're Sunfire TV. Like, y'all know who she is. Like, don't act like you don't. Now I want to do the entire interview in tone voice, but my voice is shredded. Your voice is probably shredded.
I'm a little bit tired, it's Saturday, so I'm like,
So Ryan, my co-host, he loves haters, and I love your approach to haters, which is right now I believe is I'm 32 years old and I can do whatever I want, but you just seem like you egg your haters on. How do you tell us about that?
So anytime I see a comment that's not, welcoming or positive, and they're just shitting. What can I say? Shitting?
Say whatever you want.
Shitting on.
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
So if they're shitting on my content, that's an opportunity for me to recycle that comment and post another video. So I'm literally using the negativity to create more, just content. Just more content, another video, and if the haters didn't exist, I wouldn't be here, because the haters have gotten me where I am now. Because those comments created the memes and the things I say. I'm 32 and I can do whatever I want. Some guy was like, "Why would you still dress up as Dora the Explorer? You're 32." And that's why I was like, I can do whatever I want, So, and that became viral, and here I am.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm here with Landon Bailey. He's Canadian. How do you feel about being from Canada?
Fortunate. Very happy.
Can you describe, can you explain all dressed chips to the American audience?
Oh yeah. So it's Ruffles. I think it's Ruffles chips. It's kind of like if you took when you're a kid, when your mom makes that meal, you don't really like the flavor of it. It's not like that. Sort of. So when sometimes it takes hot mustard, then you mix it. No, actually, no, that's wrong. It's more of it's like when you take a dress and then you take all of it and it's all dressed.
It's wearing the dress. Is it the white dress or the blue dress?
The white dress.
What's your favorite food?
All dressed chips.
Nailed it. Ruffles, hit us up. Sponsorship. Is there a reason that there's not all dressed chips in the United States? Is there like an embargo or something?
No, I saw them. They are here.
They are out here. We got to find them.
Lay's, they suck. They're not the same. It has to be Ruffles.
It's very disappointing. Thank you, Landon. Okay. Doug, how's it going?
I'm good, man. How about you guys?
Good. I got until this light changes color to red or something to make content today, and then we're done.
Yes.
Something I've been wondering for a while is how do you every year you do themes, right?
Yep.
How do you come up with hey, this year we're gonna do whatever you call this?
Through a healthy mix of procrastination and I don't know. Honestly, it's gotten harder every year to do it. Last year, the neon pink was because a customer ordered that color. right around the time we were having to make up our mind for Namm, and I was like, that's the Namm color. And then this year we were kind of going through the same thing of like struggling to come up with a one color thing, and we did a couple splatters paint jobs over the summer for Cowerfest, and I was like, what if we just do splatter paint for everything, but maybe we'll do different versions of it, different color patterns of it. And so that's usually just waiting to the last minute and then panicking and go, what's easiest? And splatter's easiest.
Why is this yellow and the rest of it's...
That's a good question. I just wanted to. I actually was going to be the other way around. It was going to be black with yellow, and then we realized this yellow that we do really has to be sprayed over white, otherwise it doesn't get there. And so we flipped it around, and I just had like 80s Van Halen vibes a little bit, and so I thought it'd be fitting for what is sort of our super stratty type thing. So
I actually expected, I thought this was going to be the theme because I think you teased this one.
Yep.
And this is like a total surprise.
Yep. Yeah, it probably doesn't quite fit, but keeps it on its toes.
All right, so you and I, we go way back.
Yep.
You post a lot of stuff like on your own Instagram about bicycles. I'm at 60 Cycle Hum, so of course we have to talk about bicycles.
Yes.
Because that's what we do. How did you get, like, how did you decide, like, I'm going to, like, start riding bikes?
So I had a come to Jesus health moment a few years ago and needed to make a change in life, and I liked riding bikes. And actually, my kids were kind of reaching that age where they were riding bikes, and like, so I started riding, and then friends of mine, I didn't realize used to be really into it. So then it became this thing of like, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to be the guy with the shoes. I'm not going to be the guy in this. I'm not going to be that. And now I have 3 road bikes and the gravel bike and ride all year. And yeah.
Do you have any recommendations for like people who are like, hey, that sounds interesting. I'd like to get into that. Like, what do you think is like the baseline? Like, these are things that I could not do without in terms of like cycling gear.
Good bibs. Like, I know that everybody's like, oh, I don't want to wear spandex, but boy, that's the base. Like, if you're going to get into it at anything beyond just like base commuter level, that is the one part of gear don't skimp on. Like, you're literally sitting on it.
Yeah, I actually like, I ride in running shorts with like compression pants underneath,
Yeah.
but because running shorts have the built-in like underwear, it actually like, it chafes, guys. It chafes. Like, that liner sucks.
Yep. Yeah, I went through the whole gambit of it, but I love it, man. I love riding my bike. Honestly, it's funny, like, Josh Scott, I remember years ago when he got into, like, gravel riding and all that, and I remember thinking, man, I was like, man, that seems like a good idea. I like that. And then it's just kind of opened this whole community of things with it.
All right, I got one request. You posted a picture the other day of, like, what is goals for me right now is your sick-ass calves. Can we get a shot of that?
Yeah. I mean,
You need. Can you pull those pants up high enough? Maybe we can't get it.
Here's the thing, man. When you're fat, every day is leg day. So throw out shout out to Or Not for my dress socks that are actually cycling socks, and yeah. So.
That's great, man. That's great. Seriously, like, that's. I always tell my wife, like, that's actually why I'm like biking is like, I just want super jacked legs. I don't care. I don't care about the upper body. I just want my legs to look stupid.
I always think I'm like built like an ice cream cone. Like, it just gets progressively better as you go down, and it's a little flubby up here still. But no, it's funny because like I actually wanted to take that mirror home with me. I walked by the mirror. We were on vacation. I was like, I don't know if it's beach lighting or this mirror, but man, that's like the best I ever looked. And yeah.
Cool, man. Thanks, Doug.
Thanks, buddy.
What's up? I'm with.
Buddy Blues.
All right, you are like maybe blues god on YouTube right now,
I hope.
but I got a whole different set of questions for you. First of all, well, let me ask this question since we're at Namm. We got to do Namm content. What's like the coolest thing you've seen at Namm so far?
The coolest thing I've seen at Namm so far, Friends, but also there's an Acorn pedal that's coming out soon. And it's a dual fuzz in one that works with one foot switch, and it's an octave fuzz as well as a regular fuzz. Acorn Amps is releasing it soon.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. So here's my actual question that I actually care about, because it's like Namm is like a social event now. It's like new gear. You see it on YouTube. You post a lot of cooking content.
Yeah.
What's like? How did that start? Let's just start that. Like, how did you get into cooking in the first place?
I grew up in a family that cooked every day. either my mom or my dad cooked every day at the house. So that instilled the whole cooking it at every day is a thing. Sometimes they would cook lunch and then they would cook dinner again. So I grew up in a household like that. Plus I'm originally Lebanese. So cooking is our life, right? And I just took it and it became a huge passion of mine, and I kept trying to hone my skills and stuff like that. But I don't do it professionally. I do it for my wife and me, as you can see.
So, dude, some of those videos though, like just the stories and stuff, I'm like, why do you not have a cooking channel?
I think about it often, but I think I want to be known as the guitar guy. That's the guy that plays blues all the time.
That's fair, and I guess like I can see it being also like cooking as a personal passion. Like as soon as you start trying to turn, we're societally like we're turning so many hobbies.
100%. Yep. Which is the same with photography. I'm terrible at it, but that's also something that I promised myself I'd never monetize it. I'd never make it a job, because then it regardless of how much we love what we do, it kind of does take away a bit of it when it becomes a job. Like I have to be there at 8 type thing.
All right, so you do a lot. I feel like you do a lot of like Italian food. Is that like what's your favorite thing to cook? Like that's like, I mean, that's such a loaded question, but
But my favorite, I do a lot of Italian because my wife loves a lot of Italian food, but so do I. But my favorite dish to make, I think, is braised short ribs, red wine, reduction, the whole shebang. Takes 3 to 4 hours, but it's just unctuous. I don't know if that's a word.
So we're gonna wrap this up, but what I'm hearing here is if you want to be as good at guitar as Buddy Blues, braised short ribs is the secret. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you so much.
All right, I got Jesse Mercury, Delicious Audio, Cosmodio. You're not in Canada.
I'm not.
This is a lot. Hold up.
I'm with the Cosmodio Instruments, and we're at the Delicious Audio booth. Delicious Audio is doing amazing work bringing all these small pedal builders together. And then we just didn't know that for our names we needed to put Cosmodio Instruments. We all kind of learned that when we got here and realized we did that wrong. So yeah, I'm with Cosmodio Instruments. It's a brand new effects pedal company. We're almost a year old, working with a really close friend of mine that I used to play in a band with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you have 2 pedals here. I heard you have some more stuff coming out this year. Can you talk about any of that?
I cannot, but we do have 2 pedals here. We have some really, really exciting stuff coming up. But we just released our second pedal recently, the Gravity Well, which is half wave folder, half tremolo. It gets you some amazing sci-fi synthy textures on guitar, unlike anything that anyone's ever heard before. And it just won Best Tremolo of 2024 at the Emmas, if you're familiar with Emily Harpus. She has the one and only Guitar Pedal Effects award show, and we won Best Tremolo, so we're really stoked about it.
All right, so before Ryan and I knew about Cosmodio, your TikTok doing like green screen Star Trek came onto his algorithm. What is going on? Like, where did that come from?
It started by accident. So I was making a YouTube show, a very short-lived show called Mercury Rising. It was like a parody news show about sci-fi news. And I was talking about quantum realities, and I was thinking about this episode of Next Generation where Data's explaining quantum realities. And I green screened myself into it with a trombone. I don't know why, but then it was like, oh my God, I just discovered a superpower. I could put myself in Star Trek. I'm lifelong TNG nerd. It's my favorite show of all time. And then I was like, okay, I'm going all in. I'm going back to episode 1. I'm doing 1 episode at a time. I'm gonna relive the entirety of this show with me in it. And it's turned into a absurdist comedy queer romance between me and Data. It's growing up, I wanted to be on the Next Generation. I don't remember starting watching that show. It came out when I was 3. All I remember is I've always watched it. And ever since I was a little kid, it's like, I just want to be on the ship. I just want to be in the background. I just want to walk through the set, anything. I just wanted to be on it so badly. And now it's like, oh my God, I can just do it, and I can make it dumb and funny at the same time. So let's go for it.
All right. On that topic, though, what's up with that uniform?
So back in college, my ex's mom made us both short sleeve, short uniforms just for Halloween one year. And I just had it in my closet, and I don't know, I just thought it was funny to wear it, and it kind of became a signature thing. I started out in a regular uniform, and then I was in the episode where they go to the Edo's planet, the one where Wesley steps on flowers and is, sentenced to death. And they're all like half naked running around. So I'm like, I'm going to pull out that uniform. And that video just really took off, and people were just flipping out about the uniform. And I'm like, great, I'd rather wear this. So it's this from now on.
Awesome. Thanks, Jesse.
Yeah,
Have a good rest of the show, of
Thank
course.
you so much.
I'm here at Stringjoy. I'm with.
Blake Wyland.
All right, Blake, have you been able to walk the floor at all?
No.
Are you going to get to walk the floor at all?
Tomorrow.
Well, that's fun. So I can't ask you what your favorite thing that you've seen at Namm is, since
Yes,
you
you
haven't.
can.
What's your favorite thing you've seen at Namm?
Brian.
That's been a lot of people's favorite thing. What's been the biggest thing? So you do Chasing Tone, obviously you do the Tone Mob. What's been the biggest thing in the past year that's been like oh man, this is like a really real thing that I do?
A really real thing that I do as far as like gear goes, or
just like with the shows or whatever. Like, so for example, I would say mine is, even though it took me forever to publish them, I made a couple videos from Namm last year, published them, basically shouting out a lot of other content creators, and then a few of those content creators reached out and was like, wow, it's super cool to see my channel's name dropped on 60 Cycle Hum.
oh, I got you.
And like, so that was really like a really cool thing, because that was kind of what I was trying to do with that.
Got it.
But that's like a personal, like, what's like just a personal thing that you're like, oh damn, this is really cool.
Got it. Yeah. So I recently did an interview with Jordan Buckley, formerly of Every Time I Die, now of Better Lovers. I am a huge Every Time I Die fan, and now Better Lovers fan as well. And I had to pinch myself with like how candid he was being on the most recent episode, because I'm a huge fan, but also he's like, I've never heard him talk about some of this stuff. It was a really difficult breakup for that band, and him like kind of openly processing it in real time on my show was not something I expected to get to do. So it was kind of a pinch me moment for me.
All right, is it fair to say you're a classic car guy?
Oh yes, very much.
Can you, for people who don't listen to your show, can you give like just a quick, I don't know, like a minute or two on the car or cars that you have? No, I don't like that question.
Okay.
What's the car that you want?
The car that I want? Well, I'm lucky enough that I do actually have my dream car, which is my 69 Camaro that I built with my dad when I was a teenager. But a car that I really, really want that isn't a typical muscle car like I normally gravitate towards is probably like a Nissan Skyline.
That kind of surprises me.
Yeah.
That's pretty surprising.
I like JDM cars, I like muscle cars. I like cars in general. Yeah. So, but I have like my favorite muscle car already. So like I'm a variety guy with my guitars and my cars. So if I could get something different, I'd probably like look at something JDM, I think.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, I'm here with.
My name is Sully. I was in an accident, and 60 Cycle Hum got me money for my pain and suffering. Thank you, 60 Cycle Hum.
That's right. If you have pain and suffering, 60 Cycle Hum can help you too.
Thank you and good night. We can actually do a real thing, sure.
Hold on, but let me ask you, what would you say is your number one hobby? What would you say is your number one hobby? Building guitars isn't a hobby; it's a job.
Right. My number one hobby is questioning my life choices.
That's hard to riff on, man. Like,
You got to yes and me, man.
I know. Like, I spend every day questioning my life choices. I'm here at
Right.
Namm, doing this stuff,
Right.
and it's like, this is like a side hustle for me, and for everyone else, it's like a professional thing. And so I spend all this time like,
Right.
what am I even doing here?
What are we even doing here? Everybody's got a side hustle. Does anyone have a full frontal hustle?
I don't even.
Probably.
I don't even know how to do the hustle, but I know it's that song that's like do,
I
something
don't know
like
how
that.
to do the hustle either. Maybe that's our problem.
I think it's because we're white.
I don't know that that's the problem, but maybe if we learned how to hustle, maybe if we learned how to truly hustle, if we flexed our hustle muscle, Russell, you're not Russell, maybe you're Russell.
He's RJ.
I meant like the person watching. Let's not alienate
that's
them.
That's true.
I mean, we can. It's fine.
I heard somewhere, I think it was on Instagram, that you're like a big coffee guy now. Like are you super into coffee?
I just drink a lot of it because I found that maybe caffeinated Sully is like my best Sully, and I think that you and everyone watching probably deserves the best Sully that I could possibly be. And I encourage you to be the best Sully that you can possibly be and drink a lot of coffee and just be nice and call your mom, pet your dog or cat or bird or goldfish. I don't know your life.
Do you have like a go-to, like so are you into like the whole making of
No.
coffee? You just drink it.
I just drink it.
You're just like, you just drink it black?
A little milk.
All right, that's fair.
No sugar. I'm sweet enough as it is. Look out.
All right, we're at Namm, so I guess we need to talk about a little bit of Namm things.
Sure.
Aside from like your bummer post on Instagram,
Yeah.
which super sucks.
Yeah.
How's the rest of the show been going for you?
It's been chock full of Nammery.
Excellent. That's good to hear.
Yeah. We're lousy with Nammery over here.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Sully. Thanks for the time.
Thank you. Thanks for nothing, Sully. You ruined this for us. We hate you. We just talked to you just because, like, we saw. Oh shit! Did he see us? Yeah, I did. Damn it! We gotta talk to him now. I'm sorry. Should I say like and subscribe and hit the button now, or is it too late? Tell us what your favorite hobby is in the comments. Tell us your favorite chicken tacos recipe. I don't know. Maybe you don't like chicken tacos. Maybe you want an omelet. Do you like an omelet?
You're really good at this.